Greetings, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, Episode 13, I Hate That Guy. I have added one mod to the mod loadout. All it does is normalize the music volume so that our ears don't get blown out for those few songs that are extraordinarily loud. So the recap, the last stream's recap. The end of the stream, what we ended up doing was we decided to leave our little mining outpost out here in the hub, or near the hub. And we traveled east and then north, moving through the way station and moving through the settled nomads and this way station, all the way up to the United City Desert. The Great Desert, as it's called. And what we did was we hopped from city to city looking for people to recruit. And if we found people to recruit, we would mine some copper to afford them. Off stream, I did a little bit of reconnaissance, making sure I didn't miss anyone. And I have missed one person that was obvious, and they are in Heft, which is why my current goal up top above my head is to go to Heft. Go to Heft North Bar. And then another thing that I wanted to mention was that really just like a week and a half ago, I put up a form about some additional restrictions that we'll have for Kenshi. So if I bring up the rules here, at the bottom of the rules, you can see that restricted to one crossbow user, no restrictions on melee weapons, meaning that it's not like heavy only or anything like that. And then allowed limited use for harpoons for base defense. Not that you could really use harpoons for offense. That's not how they work. They're mounted. But I polled everybody about any restrictions. So what that means is that training dummies, strength training, all that kind of training stuff, unrestricted entirely. That's what the poll resulted in. Except the only restriction being crossbow users. So we're only going to allow one crossbow user, and that crossbow user has already been predetermined. So, one thing I do want to offer is for the people that do get characters in this series. So as you can see, the owners here, like Fangface, Trapani, McNauer, Poetic, so on and so forth, they are going to be able to somewhat choose their own occupation, although they will always double as a fighter, and then a weapon preference as well. So I'll be allowing that soon. So the first thing that we want to do here, setting off, leaving the Great Desert, is I actually did want to get down to Heft. So we are going to take a quick jaunt to Heft. Another thing that I'm going to need to do once I get to Heft is make a whole bunch of money so that I can recruit another person. And then also make more than that so that I can be able to afford... I can be able to afford some food. But speaking of food, I know it's hard to tell because it's sandy as hell. But there's some food right here. I mean, and some claws. And the claws, of course, can be sold for additional food. Why go rummaging, why go mining when you can just loot? So, as far as the squad limit goes, in all likelihood, our population for this series will never really exceed 20 or so. So the squad limit is really not that important. There's a very finite number of Shek that exist. I am not planning on installing any mods. Oh, right, I'm a thief here. I'm not planning on installing any mods whatsoever that help me add additional, and I won't be exploiting any exploits to be able to recruit any additional either. The challenge is that we will have a faction roughly the size of the other Shek splinters. So the other Shek splinters, I haven't met them all, but it would be the Berserkers and New Kralia, those guys. Tora the Fearless. Our faction is going to be about their size, and we're going to have to win our goals with those restrictions. Alright, so I just made about $2 grand, and I bought some food, and I'll cook up the rest of the food that I had. Alright, Rockvin here is not speed encumbered at all. Good. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. He's slightly encumbered, but he's breaking even given the sandals, so that's fine. Alright, Els, you're going to lead the way, because you're obviously the slowest of the crew now. And he's going to lead the way down to Heft. Reno Bino, thank you for the gifted subs. I actually am not sure why my alert noises aren't alerting me. They should be. So let me catch up. Orange Chaos and Wolf, the resub. Kellyanne for gifted subs. There they are. Now it's going. Now that I'm paying attention, huh? Yes, so freeing slaves can lead to infinite Shek, indeed. There's an exploit, and I'll explain the exploit to explain why I'm not using it. One exploit to be able to recruit sort of infinite Shek without too much effort is to knock a whole bunch of Shek unconscious and then drop them unconscious right in front of manhunters or slavers. And then those manhunters or slavers are, you know, then subsequently going to enslave the Shek that you dropped in front of them. And then they will bring them to a slave market where you can purchase them back and have them have a chance to be recruited. I will not be using that exploit, nor will I be using any mods that allow for additional, you know, recruits. The whole point of this series is to have, you know, very limited numbers and to try to accomplish our goals with those limited numbers. All right, so here are the United Heroes League trying to bully me again. I'm not sure they are aware of how dreadfully outnumbered they are. And these city heroes have... Oh, yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, if you're going to call me a craphead, that about does it. Before I start this fight, one of the things I want to check is if there's... Oh, I guess Poetic has a junk bow that I should sell. If there's anyone with a spare weapon. And there it is. Yes, we have a spare katana for Els. Because, of course, Els was otherwise unarmed. Alright, you call me a craphead. I don't mind if I loot you. Look at all that beautiful green. Yeah, it's not... Ooh, you're already down. And then, what I could start to do is to grab their clothing. I'll let them have my crummy clothing. Now, I'm going to have to do this in a way that I don't become encumbered, which is going to be a little challenging. Because I don't want to slow down in the middle of the desert, putting myself vulnerable to skimmers or something worse. This city hero looks like Tin Head. He's got that Tin Head helmet. But, yeah, this is a very good way to supplement our arms and our armor for free. Killing these city idiots. City idiots. Argus, thanks for the bits. Alright, so I am spreading the love here. Once I'm fully looted, once I've looted them completely, what I will do is I will sort of load balance and make sure that nobody is encumbered. But I'm not going to do that until, you know, they're all looted, said and done. So here is their boss. And he's going to land more hits than the rest of them because he has higher stats. But inevitably, he will go down. Just like the rest of them. Because they're not very strong. I don't know why they pick fights with someone greater in number. Oh, and look, there's some outlaw slaves running in on me too. Oh, and in fact, there's even some Empire Noble Guards here that wanted to join the fun. That is rather hilarious to me. Alright, so here we go. Els, I'm going to give you the hero guard, or the hero boss's sword, because I know your weapon is the worst quality that I've got. It was a hand-me-down. There you are. And then let's give you some other... Let's cover up your bulbous stomach. Now look at him. Now he looks like Fat Thor. Well, eventually he'll look like a fighter, maybe. But for now, Els is channeling his Fat Thor. Or maybe Mac. Probably Mac. Oh, who are these guys? More outlaws? Yeah, no, I don't really care. Reno Bino, thank you for the bits as well. And Isavich, thanks for the resub. And welcome. Here, Yoda, what do you think about that? Alright, let's keep moving, because there is endless hostilities to find here in the Great Desert, and I don't want to slow down and get attacked by everybody. So let me do some quick load balancing. I need everybody to sort of run at the same speed. So 17, I think, is the slowest. And Els is going to have to give up a whole lot of stuff. Now, Ruka and Kang are definitely some of the strongest that I've got. Kang can carry a whole lot more weight than he currently is. Who is this? Oh, why is there an Empire Noble Guard trying to fight me? That's a problem. Hold on. I'm going to have to... Let me quick save. I'm going to have to really... Oh, what is going on? Why is he fighting me? So this is a noble... Oh! No. This is the noble hunter that sniped me. I'm maybe not literally the same guy, but you remember how I got sniped by random Eagle Cross in the first stream? Yeah, that's him. He's coming to just practice his aim, so... Oh, this is so annoying. One of the things I might end up having to do is just drop stuff for weight. So, let me try to... Yeah, I'm going to have to drop stuff for weight. Alright. I wanted to loot some things, but it's not worth stealing loot at the cost of death. And I think probably everyone's going to agree with me there. So, all of this extra stuff, rather than trying to load balance it, I'm just going to ditch it. It's pennies, it's not that much. Maybe I can come back for it if What's-His-Face Jerk goes away. But I need to make sure that I can run as fast as I can. Alright, so Els, you are too slow. Give that to Ruka. Okay, so Els is moving at 16, still too slow. Dang. Give that to Ruka as well. Alright, so 17 miles an hour, which is not fast enough to get away from the guard. But I might be able to separate myself from this party, because the slaves in their party are only moving at 9. Now, the thing with Kenshi is the gear is persistent. So, if I drop it here, I can always sort of return for it. So that's a thing that I can do. So, it's on the road from Shobutai to Heft. And as you can see, it's really just the one guard that's following me. The rest of the noble group is not. So, it's also possible that I could get a skimmer to come intercept. Nope. Well, if this guard wants to die, I mean, I'll happily fight him 1 versus 15. Come on, just fight the skimmer. Iskander, thank you for the resub as well. Alright, I'm gonna save and just see about that. Ow. Now, the problem is, he's very skilled. So this is probably gonna do far more damage than I want to have done. Because he's very well armored, and he is very skilled compared to we. So, I have to, and also I'm getting skimmed over here too, but the skimmer's going down. So if you see the numbers that were, okay, so sharp points, leg is critical, I'm going to have him back up. If you see the numbers, the minuses, that is armor mitigation. So 5 minus 11, I would have done 16, but it did 5 because of the amount of armor that he has. I'm getting Ruka over here to try to land some blows. This is a stupid nobles, stupid obnoxious nobles. I think their party is mobilizing, maybe. It's hard to tell. Now this is where crossbows would be really powerful. We can really only attack him 3 at a time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a problem. The other thing I'm sort of curious about, rather than save scumming, is if I ditched hard with Rockfin and came back to rescue. Because that is always a possibility. So here is the noble hunter, who seems to have no interest in protecting anyone. And as long as nobody dies in this main party, if Rockfin just backs up, he can sort of rescue. Now, there is the risk of amputation and death, but given that I can't outrun them, because a lot of the people in the party are new recruits, I don't really have another option. Now, the really important thing to do is everybody to lose consciousness. In fact, it would help if I told them all to hold and go passive so that they aren't trying to fight. But what I need to do is I need to make sure to get back there and rescue everybody before the manhunters make it to them. Because what ends up happening is if I stick around, manhunters will try to enslave me. But for some reason or other, this noble guard is still following me. I don't know why. He needs to piss off. Yeah, don't corpse camp. You're the worst. A hybrid noble seems real weird, yeah. Certainly no Lady Kana, that's for sure. Alright, so those outlaws are still chasing me. But nobody else is. Alright, I need to run back there. The problem is, they're camping me. As you can see, this Empire Hooded Noble Guard is just sort of sitting there. But if I take any longer, the blood loss will be fatal for some people. So if we take a look, Rain is dying, Ruka's dying, McNauer, and this is why you don't pick fights that you aren't capable of winning when you're fresh, because okay, it looks like he's okay. There's a outlaw slave still chasing me, but that's about it. So in terms of who's dying the fastest, I think Trapper Keeper's who I'm going to need to patch up first. And this is going to be a heck of a lot of triage. Alright, so Trapper Keeper's no longer dying. Let's go to McNauer. No, patch his stomach. There, okay, no longer dying. Ruka. And losing fights like these is a really good way to level up your toughness if you don't die as a result. Alright, so she's no longer dying. Rain. No longer dying. Kang. Where is Kang? All this because of one stupid noble. Oh, Jesus. This skimmer is in critical condition. I didn't realize it was not dead. And had I, Case is really bleeding out fast. I don't really have the luxury of being kiting here. Okay, there we go. Now I patched him just enough so he isn't about to croak. Taking a look at the full cast, Fang still needs some help. Oren's about to regain consciousness, actually. And maybe can help me. So Fang and Tora are the ones that are in the most trouble. Thank God skimmers don't eat people. I know. Alright, Skimmer. This Skimmer is like in critical condition, but I just don't want to risk Rockvin. Okay, it looks like it de-aggroed. So let's go to Fang now. Stupid nobles. Alright, so Fang's alright, and then Tora. And this is how to save yourself from a wipe. Now, there's other things I could have done. I could have sent more people running that had full run speed, and that obviously would have sped up the recovery pretty considerably. And then I do have a few sleeping bags. Not many, but I have a few sleeping bags. So one of the things I should do is to drop the sleeping bags and start to put people in beds so that they can recover. Alright, so there's 3 sleeping bags here. Let's go. 3 camp beds. Ah, man. This is the very typical Kenshi experience, which is exactly why I'm not safe scumming. This is exactly how it goes sometimes. Alright, so the other thing I want to do is I want to get my strongest people probably rested up first. Because if we get messed with, I need some way to defend myself. So Kang, Ruka, and... oh, Nanashi's dying again. Kang, Ruka, and Rain the Giant are probably the 3 strongest. Alright, let me do a quick check. McNauer. Ooh, God. McNauer. Alright, Case needs a lot of patching too. Alright, let's go. Ruka in the bed. Hang in the bed. And then, once I have them in the bed, I'll jump around to the people that are in most critical condition. Will I have enough meds? I hope so. I'm honestly not sure. That's just the way it goes. Oh. Okay, whole lot of blood loss KOs, but more or less everybody is stable. Looking on the horizon, because it's easy to sort of only look down. Oh! Jeepers, creepers. Okay, so no. These are slave hunters, and these are sergeants, so they're not going to necessarily try to mess with me. Oren, you, congratulations, are now a medic as well. Yeah, the slave hunters I'm a little worried about. But as long as they don't walk straight at me, I should be alright. Oh, no. No, don't do it. Yeah, I'm attacking you. Alright, follow Rockvin. I might be able to get the samurai to... No, they're not going to care. Alright, so Rockvin is going to run them away. While Oren is going to heal my best fighters first. Because I couldn't let people get clapped in irons. Yeah, they come as soon as they detect unconscious people. Like bloodhounds. Well, having one fully functional character makes this workable. Alright, so Shark Point is also up. And will be set to medic as well. Let me see if I can't get a little more... Where's my music? I'll crank it. And then if it's too loud, we'll see. Oh, L's gotten... What the... No, excuse me. Now, the problem is I don't really have anyone able to fight at the moment. No, I'm not getting out of your face. We're doing this. Limpy as I am. Okay, so I guess they stopped following me. And they came back to fight, which is obnoxious. Yeah, Oren, hit them. Hit them. Kill him. Kill him, Oren. Kill him. Sharp Point is not doing so good, but Oren is just going for the fences here. Gray and Honor, thanks for the bits. Oh, Slave Hunter's down. Yes, enslave yourself. So here's what I could do. I can pick the shackles on L's and have them not enslaved. But what I might want to do while they're trying to enslave people is just to knock out the ones that I don't want enslaved. But if Rockvin loses consciousness, we're all becoming slaves, so I have to do this delicately. This is where range really comes into handy, because when you're ranged, you can shoot and run and shoot and run, and it's very powerful as a result. Alright, the other thing I should do is anytime I knock anyone out, grab their weapons and throw them away out of the fight, so that they don't have weapons that they can use against me. This is not for my own good. There's that one. Alright, Oren. Discard their weapons. No, and Oren is not strictly able to fight anymore, being on the ground as she is. It's too bad I don't have a little bit more money, because what I could do is I could hire mercenaries from the town to sort of help me. But obviously that, given my penniless disposition, is a non-workable solution. And unfortunately, Rockvin's getting hit to the chest a lot. Ruka and Kang and Rain are not that close to gaining consciousness, it seems. Alright, let me stop them. Here, you attack that one. I'm not really sure what I could even do here. Ow! Yeah, they just keep hitting my, my delicate parts. Randall Thor, thanks for the bits as well. At the moment, they're kind of busy, like, just patching each other and themselves up. Alright, so who's closest to being able to regain consciousness? Because then I think the other worry here is some of my guys are, like, super dying and are at risk of fatality if this trend continues. Are the down guys on passive? Yeah, everyone's set on passive. Except for Rockvin, who is attempting to get Rain up. Because Ruka and Kang are deeply unconscious. Rain is a little unconscious, but not as bad as Rockvin. Or not as bad as the rest of them, I should say. Alright, so right now they're patching up L's, which is fine. I'll allow it. L's is actually not that much into a coma. Oh, and Sharp Point just got back up. Heal yourself, Sharp. Alright, who else is on the brink? Nanashi has limb trauma, so definitely should stay down. Oron is about to have left leg limb trauma. Yeah, everybody else is very, very, very unconscious and won't be able to cut it out. Stop trying to enslave my people. Alright, so Rockfin's going to try to go for a bit of a run here again. While Sharp Point tends to people. So I'll have to keep re-engaging. This is obnoxious. Ugh. But Rain is getting closer and closer to consciousness. Now the thing is, even when she gains consciousness, it's her chest that is causing her to be unconscious, which is not really something you can lose. You can lose a limb, you can't lose a chest. And it looks like Sharp Point needs more meds. There you go, buddy. Here, patch yourself up. And I am continually re-engaging them so they don't lose interest. I'm sort of taunting them a little bit. Oh, how did Fang get... See, they keep breaking away and having, like, one person stay where the rest of them are chasing me. But no one is capable of fighting here at the moment. A drive-by slicing. You! Get over here. I'm not done with you. I don't know what you're doing. But stop it. Another thing that Sharp Point might be able to do... Or actually, you know who would be really good at it? Els. When Els regains consciousness, which is going to be pretty soon, he's a thief, and he's a... he's stealthy... Yeah, he's a stealthy thief by trade, which should allow me to pick the leg shackles that he's currently wearing. And Rain is up to -25. So... Oh, rope. Wrong click. Jesus. Alright, I have to... Ooh, Sharp Point lost consciousness while trying to patch himself. Come on, everybody. Over here. And he has since regained consciousness. Alright, Sharp Point, keep patching yourself. Yourself first. Alright, currently I have everybody's attention. Let's hope it stays that way. Another thing I might be able to do is drag these slavers into skimmers. Or something else. Oh, God, I have manhunters on the horizon. Or something else that would want to do them ill. I can't get them farther away, Orange Chaos, because every time I drag them farther away, they're going to reset and lose interest in me, inevitably, and then come back to the group. I'd love to drag them farther, but that's just, you know, once I go a certain distance, they're just going to walk on back to the slave pile. Or the unconscious pile. I'll try, though. Alright, so Sharp Point, patch up your leg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just going to reset. But maybe if I keep giving them, like, carrot in the stick, if I keep giving them a little bit of carrot, letting them get close, even pretending to attack them, and then possibly I can get some good distance. Alright, Sharp Point is fully healed up. Now let's do a quick health check. Nanashi has ridiculous limb trauma, so that's going to be the first thing I heal up. And let's see if we can't... hand more meds to Sharp Point. because Sharp Point is currently the doc extraordinaire. If I had more... And yes, I know it's weird that I'm having unconscious people handed to Sharp Point, but let's pretend like that's a thing that I can do. Tee-hee. This skimmer is unconscious. Alright, checking back in. What's interesting is not only have I not had any deaths, I haven't had any limb loss either. Which is, honestly, I would have expected it. Oh, Oren's up. Alright, Sharp Point. Toss Oron some of your meds. Oh, that's confusing. Toss Oren some of your meds. No, just stop looting. God, quit it! He's like looting the skimmer like 1,000,000 times a second. Alright. We're looking good. Oren's now patching herself up. She has severe limb damage as well. Rain is close to consciousness. What is going on here? Oh, they're beating down escaped slaves. Alright, let me go to the southern bar with Rockvin and... Oh, they're catching up. Alright, so Nanashi is, I think, patched up. Yep, Nanashi's patched up. Sharp Point, go to... No, just leave Els there. He'll gain consciousness soon. Apparently I got hit in the stomach once, running through. It looks like they've lost interest. So Rockvin is heading back to the group, and we will do all that we can to get people to recover. Oh, man. The struggle is real. Alright, so Poetic's getting healed up at -40 chest. It's going to be a while. King still has bleeds, but he's at -22. Rain's at -15. Yeah, a whole bunch of them are going to gain consciousness pretty soon. Go for King. Oren's getting McNauer. Hey, here's Rockvin. Alright, so Rockvin still has some meds on him. I'm going to have Rockvin full-time splint as well. He has one advanced splint on him. So I'll be able to splint up injuries too, which is useful when you are moving slow. Yeah, this was brutal. Alright, so Kang's patched, Rain's patched. Chemo needs a little bit more. And then the two unconscious ones are in recovery comas. Who are you? Starving Vagrants? Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now splinting. Oh, no, where's my splint? I don't have the splint. Someone else, I handed it away because it was heavy, I think. Here it is. Alright, so now we're going to start splinting up limbs. And what this does is allows for, like, partial use of the limb when it's really low HP. It's not going to help someone like Oron, who has -124 to the leg, be able to move. But it's going to let someone who has, like, you know, like, Sharp Point's going to be able to walk a little bit faster as a result. Alright, next up, I'm going to unshackle... Oh, hi. Hello. Alright, so Rockfin is gonna walk away right now. I'm gonna walk towards the UC Samurai, because they will obviously help me get rid of this skimmer. And then Sharppoint, you are going to unshackle Fang. And then Oren, you're gonna get sandals back on... Oh, Els has sandals, but you're gonna get sandals back on the other ones. Emmy, thanks for the ever-trickling bits. I appreciate it. Oh, come on, Skimmer. Get over here. What, do you have like an odd alliance? I'm not sneaking around. Shut up, guard. Can you fight the skip? What are you doing? Okay, apparently the guards like skimmers. And there's a random samurai conscript chasing me. I don't know why. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. Alright, so Oron and Sharppoint will try to lockpick Fang's shackles off. Oh, there we go. The conscript, I guess, is fighting the skimmer. As long as it ain't me. And Fang is now free of his... So here is the thing. We will look like a slave for a bit as a result of recently being enslaved. So we're not completely out of the woods, but at least we're not enslaved. Yeah, could be worse. Everybody here is no longer in critical condition. And then I am going to steal these slave hunters' gear so that they're naked with nothing. Now, the game doesn't allow you to, like, wail on a corpse. So, can't be doing that. Rain's about to gain consciousness and then is going to give up the bed to someone else. What I want to be able to do is just have everyone conscious and be able to run at normal speeds. That is the goal at the moment. Another thing I could have Rockvin do is, here, let me camp real quick with campfire. Cook that, that meat I had. And then he could do some trade runs selling this excess gear and bringing it into town. So Rain should be out of the coma now. And she is. Where are you going? That was weird. She was immediately like, time to run. Alright, so there's chemos. These pants aren't worth at anything, really, at all. So I'm going to ditch them. And let's go ahead and load Rockvin up with unnecessary excessive gear that he can run into town for money. Alright, so King's almost a conscious, and it's gonna be... Ruka's gonna take a little while. Another thing is, if we want to be off the radar for slavers, our injured can be carried like this. Once we have 50% of our population conscious, they can hold and carry the other 50%. So either we're in beds or we're being carried, and that will allow us to be enslaved. Alright, so he's running in with a whole bunch of garbage to sell. And because I don't have other backpacks, I'm just going to manually hand out the meat that got cooked. Because those that are laying here... Oh, I'm under attack. Why are you attacking me? Samurai? What gives, dude? I haven't done anything. Maybe I shouldn't run into town, because they seem to be jerks about this. Alright, let me see here. What can I do? I need to ditch some weight. Alright, so you move at 18, I move at 20. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. So I'll go back for that stuff, but I don't know why they're hostile, but they're being total jerks about everything. He also hit my prosthetic arm pretty badly, so it's going to need a lot of repair. Alright, so Kang should be conscious. There he is. And we'll just start cycling people in now. Alright, no one's attacking Rockford anymore. The blinking went away, and I'll go back for my backpack once I'm able. Once that samurai goes away. Ruka's 4 points away. Seize is really far away. He had a massive unattended head wound. And unfortunately for me, the repair kit that Rockfin had just ran out of charge. Where is the backpack? I can't find it. Give puppies a treat. Can do, will do. There we go. There, I'll put him on. Alright, I think it was on that slope. Alright, checking in on these guys. Kima will be up real soon, as will Ruka. Ruka. Okay, maybe I have no idea where I dropped it. Gotta hit this desert. There it is. Okay, so we found that. Ruka's up. And Chemo's up. I have all my stuff. I don't see that anyone's hostile to me, so I'm gonna save right now. I don't see that anyone's hostile to me, so I'm still gonna... My original plan holds. I'm gonna try to go sell. Because for whatever reason they were hostile to me, that has since ended. And it looks to me like none of us are now unconscious laying on the sand. We are now 100% accounted for and standing. Alright, I'm going to run into this bar here. Try to get out of Shobutai as fast as I can. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I got stuck in another noble pursuit. Oh yeah, Turta's still on the ground. True. Barely. Almost conscious, but... Thank you for that. Yeah, Turta dropped a little earlier. Alright, now we're all being held. I'm going to have to buy another repair kit, which is an unfortunate expense, but my arm is all busted up. So, Iron Clubs, Animal Claws. You know, this song still is pretty loud. Even with the mod I installed, it is not exactly the appropriate volume. If it's too loud, let me know. I can turn it down even more. Yeah, it's too loud. Dang, mod. I have a Don't Blow Out My Eardrums mod installed. Maybe I'll try to modify the mod yet again and drop the volume of it, because yikes. Alright, I am going to... How much? I don't have enough money for a repair kit or anything like that. Okay, well, let's get back out to the crew. Is there a way to remove the one song? I don't know. If you find a way, let me know. Actually, you know what? Well, I'm a little torn. I don't know whether to try to come back into Shobutai to rest in the beds, or just to try to make our way down to Heft. Probably try to make our way down to Heft. Thank you for watching Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, please let me know in the comments below, or join Discord, where you can chat with me in real time. The link to Discord can be found in the video's description or at Rhadamant.com. Rhadamant.com also has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and my video release schedule for YouTube. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. I couldn't do it without you. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, Shek.